I'm Luke McMillin, and this is my breakdown of the Mason all-wheel drive. This here is all-wheel drive 83. It's the latest and greatest truck to the McMillin stable of vehicles. It's the baddest truck out there. A lot of fun to drive. It's the fastest truck I've ever driven, and it's probably the easiest truck I've ever driven. Powering this Mason all-wheel drive is a Croyer Racing Engines big block Chevy. It's 555 cubic inches of all the torque and all the horsepower anyone needs. Two-wheel drive trucks typically have about 800 horsepower. People are trying now to put 1,000 or 1,100 horsepower big blocks in them, but we just don't have the traction. With the all-wheel drive, we have 1,100 horsepower that you can put to the ground. If you can't put the power to the ground, what does it really mean? With this truck, there's a lot less wheel spin because you're using that 1,100 horsepower and spreading it across 4 different tires. The truck is really stuck to the ground. It's more so just a point and shoot style of driving. From the engine, you go forward into a 5-speed X-Track box with the torque converter tuned by Croyer Racing Engines, and that really changes your power curves and where you put the power, along with how fast you can shift. We're shifting with paddle shifters on the steering wheel so that the driver never has to take his hand off the wheel, but is fully focused, and it's really a nice package. As you work forward from the transmission is the Mason Motorsports transfer case and differential, which is all in one unit. The differential has a really big, strong ring and pinion because from the differential we have CV and axles going out to the portal hubs, which are massive aluminum portal hubs with drop set gears. This allows for the CV to come into a higher point in the upright, which then allows for a drop set gear. The reason we have the drop set gears is because then we can run a big, massive ring and pinion in the differential, making for a really strong package. One challenge that we come across with the portal hub is that's just adding to the unsprung mass. We're always balancing the sprung versus unsprung mass. It's the chassis versus the components that the shocks are actually controlling, which is your tire, your portal hub, and all that weight. The lighter you can make those corners, the better your truck's gonna work. Talking about corner weights, that's where the wheel and tire combination really comes into play. Not only do we need an extremely tough wheel and tire combo to take on the desert and take the hits we take through ditches and rocks, but we need them to be as lightweight as possible. And that's where Method wheels and BF Goodrich tires really come into play. They are the toughest combination out there and also one of the lightest as well.